and it was my life because I did not have anything else to distract me from
Right.
it. So I got to stay at school until, I hours upon hours upon hours pouring into my students, getting to go to their events, going, just that whole world. And I loved it. I loved everything about it. There was an itch to do something more after the 15 years that I spent in that. I did 2 years in North Carolina, then moved back up to Pittsburgh and taught the other 13 there. And it was during that time that my husband and I, the last year of my teaching career, I married him. We dated 2 years. He is from our hometown. And that itch of, okay, I've done this season. We've talked about, I call them seasons.
Right.
I had graduated 15 generations of kids or 15 classes of kids, and they were going on to do these marvelous things. I have had kids open for big name people. I've had lots of invitations to go to New York City and watch their shows that they're producing at NYU, and I got to do all these things, and I kept looking at my mother and would say, like,
when's it my turn?
I want to do some of that. And simultaneously, I got engaged and married, and I thought that was my next season. I had 1 year of marriage where the two of us were blissfully happy. He was working at his place, I was working in my place, and then my father got cancer. And for that year, our first year celebration to second year celebration was my dad being sick. So that season of change that I thought I was having didn't happen, but very grateful that I got to take care of my dad.
Right.
And assist my mom was taking care of him 100%. But in that year, I thought, okay, at the end of this year, it'll be my calling, and I'll get to pivot. And right after my father died, my mother had open heart surgery 6 weeks later, unbeknownst to us.
Right.
And at that point, right before my dad had died, he said to me, as I
We've got the kids.
My dad had said, at that point, I'm 32 years old. And you have
I've got kids and a whole house.
Right. And all of my friends have these kids, and here I am. And I was thinking, I don't know if I want kids, because my dad's sick. I had several cousins who also had cancer, and I was just not sure. I was on the fence of what I was going to decide to do. And my dad said to me, "You were my biggest success."
And
I remember him being, he died a few months later, and I remember thinking, gosh, I was his biggest success. Like, I wonder if we should have kids. And we literally, when my mom got released from her heart surgery, she lived with us after her heart surgery. We decided, okay, let's start a family. And 9 months later, we have a Enzo, and we didn't know anything was wrong until I delivered him, and he had multiple clots at birth. And so it was kind of 1 year of heartache. My dad died, my mom had heart surgery, and I have this son who...
Were you teaching still?
Was.
Right? You were teaching through all that. So you had not left school
No,
yet.
I had not left school, but I planned...
we tried to plan.
I planned it to have him right at the end of the semester.